Hey, what is up, you guys? For today's episode,
It's choosing beggars time. Oh yeah.
like this? I could definitely do that, but price will increase because of the gems and ombre, so it'll be only $45 for you. I only said $30 for the other set because it was a simple ombre. Your prices are ridiculous for simple work. Humble yourself. I would like to cancel my appointment. That's fine. Good luck trying to find a tech like me. I feel vindicated and irritated. Many years ago, I refused service to a person I had seen a few times. She's a mean, bitter person with horrible energy. She yelled at me and threw a tantrum in my spa when I stopped giving samples of products to new clients. She insisted on free samples to be given to her sister. I politely tried to explain that I no longer have samples available, but the products are 100% guaranteed. So if her sister didn't like them, she could just bring them back for a full refund. She yelled and screamed, followed up with some nasty phone calls and messages. Finally, when I didn't respond to any of her bullish, she wrote a long, nasty Yelp review. It was on my Yelp page for years. It has recently been removed by her, and she has been begging me to take her back. I have politely refused, but she has been incessant. Text after text asking me to reconsider. Some people's energy is just not worth dealing with. Sorry, little missy, you burned that bridge for good. Why can't I take your bed and you sleep on the couch? A few years ago, a workplace acquaintance called me around midnight sobbing that her parents had kicked her out because they didn't like her boyfriend and she needed some place to stay for a few days while she sorted it out. I, being a young and naive fool, offered up my place, a one-bed, one-bath apartment that she had been to before. She arrived about 2 hours later, her car filled to bursting with all of her belongings. I knew immediately I had made a mistake offering up my place and that she had no intention of staying just a day or two. But it being 2 a.m. and me being spineless, I decided to let her stay that night and then tell her she needed to find another place in the morning. I gave her the go-ahead to use my shower and did what I could to make the couch into a comfy bed. When she got out of the shower, she saw that I had made a bed on the couch in the living room where my dog's crate is also set up. I don't like dogs. Can you put him outside? Well, I don't have a yard and it's 20 degrees outside, so no. But he'll be in the crate all night and won't bother you. Can't you just put him in your balcony? No, he can sleep in my room tonight though. I'll take too long to move his crate into your room. I'll just sleep in there and you can take the couch. Oh. He can just sleep on my bed with me, it's no big deal. Why can't I have your bed and you sleep on the couch? I would rather sleep in a bed. Yeah, I would too. So I'm going to sleep in my bed in my apartment. I don't want to sleep on the couch. Look, it's almost 3 in the morning. You can either sleep on the couch or find a hotel. Well, I want the bed tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. The next day at work, she referred to my apartment as our apartment, and I told her that she needed to find somewhere else to stay. Well, yeah, duh. She then, look at this one. She then proceeded to ask me for money to rent a hotel room. No, and told me she liked my shower products and I should give her the extras she saw I kept under my bathroom sink as a consolidation gift. No, again. She ended up moving back in with her parents, who apparently didn't actually kick her out, but just told her that if she and her boyfriend lived at their house, then they needed to contribute to the bills. You know what? Babysitting isn't that hard. I'll pay you $100 for 20 hours of work. So before I joined the military, I was actively involved in the babysitting community around my small town, especially in the summer. Families liked me being around their children because I was experienced with children with special needs. I had training in pet and infant CPR, and I would take the children out to a nearby park and get them special treats for them if time allowed. Most of the parents I babysat for were kind and very generous with tipping and grateful for someone to look after their children while they went to the casino, which is a major adult hangout place in my town, or out to eat on a nice date. I didn't have any trouble with the kids or following a schedule to get them into bed before their parents got home. and that's how I kept getting booked week after week after week in the summertime. For long-time customers, I would charge less than what I usually charge, which was around $9 to $12 an hour, depending on how many kids there were, whether or not I would have to cook them dinner or how long the parents would be gone for. The parents didn't complain about the rate because they knew I bathed their children, cleaned up after dinner, tucked in their children, and made sure that the kids had a very good time while their parents were away. Well, this one lady, let's call her CB, messaged me on Facebook asking if I was free for next Saturday and Sunday to watch her 3 children. Hey, somebody mentioned to me that you were a babysitter with good rates. She said that you do a great job with her children, and I wanted to ask if you would be free next Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on both days, and how much would it cost? I have 3 darling children that would just love to meet you. Sure, I've been babysitting for her for about 9 months now. I have experience with special needs children, infants, and pets. I'm also CPR trained in all those 3 areas. My rates depend on how many children you have, any extra services that I need to provide, such as cooking, cleaning, and bathing your children, and how long you would like to be away from home. My prices generally start at $10 an hour. What? That's ridiculously too high. I can find a cheaper babysitter around here for half that price. This is blatant robbery. I'm sorry you feel that way, ma'am, but I can assure you that most babysitters in this area do not have training in order to take care of a child in case of an emergency. I'm telling her that you are a huge ripoff and that no one should come to your services anymore. You're a thief. Like I said, ma'am, I'm very sorry that you find these rates unfair, but considering what I do with your child and the amount of time you're away, more than makes up for it. I bathe them, dress them, cook, clean for them. I usually take them to the park and play until it's dinner time, and then I tuck them into bed on time. Look, I really need a babysitter for next week. Can't you just lower your price, please? It'd mean a lot to me. You see, my youngest has cancer, and I'm going to buy him some exotic fruit that he's wanted to try for so long. Sends me a picture of a child with cancer. She just screenshot a Google page with the lookup term in the box, child with cancer. I need a moment after that. I'm very sorry to hear that your youngest has cancer, but I still can't lower my prices. If anything, I have to raise them because of your child's condition. I would have to take extra good care of him due to his cancer, and I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to other children while I was looking after your youngest. Can't you do it out of the kindness of your heart? The only time I lower my prices depends on the situation. I would charge you more for having 3 kids than I would charge you for 1 kid because of how many kids I will need to take care of. I would charge more for a singular kid whose parents would be gone for 10 hours than 3 children for 3 hours because of the amount of time I'll be using to take care of your children. The only time I lower my prices is for family or dedicated customers, like the person who gave you my contacts, who I've been working with for over 9 months. Well, I should get the special discount too, since she recommended me to you. I could lower the price down by $2 if that could help you at all. I'll pay you $100 for both days combined. Ma'am, that's only $4.16 an hour. $100 for 24 hours of work? I'm sorry, I can't do that. That's below minimum wage, and I'm sought on this community due to my skills with children. Babysitting isn't even that hard to do. You just sit and watch them, that's all. That's not what I do for the children while I'm babysitting. I usually take the children out to go get ice cream or to the park, which is out-of-pocket expense for me. I don't mind doing it, but I raise my rates so that the children and I can actually go and do fun things instead of laying around the house all day, so that when their parents get back home, the children are already exhausted and put into bed. You're still a scammer. $100, take it or leave it. I'll leave it. Thanks. Thanks a lot, A-Hat, you effing sexist fish. No one will ever want you to babysit their children after I'm done with you. She then began blowing up my Facebook page, saying how awful of a babysitter I was, how I was not accepting a job because one of her little darlings had cancer and I was being selfish, how I mistreated children by beating them and abusing them, and she had a lot of racial slurs against me. My longtime customers saw this and took action swiftly. They flooded her inbox and Facebook page with shameful posts and called her out on every social media platform she was on. She eventually deleted her Facebook page and all other social media, and I haven't heard from her since. Beggars can be choosers. Well, this was an awesome video to make. I had a lot of fun with it. So if you guys did too, I would really implore you to subscribe for a lot more content like this. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys, and have an awesome rest of the day. See you in the next video.